Hello everyone, this is Manish Chauhan from Jagoinvestor.com.
And I'm Kalpit from Jagoinvestor.
Yeah, so today we are going to talk about a very interesting thing. I just thought that Kalpit works with a lot of clients. He daily deals with so many people. He does reports call. He talks about their financial life and whatnot. So I just thought why not talk about that what kind of experience you have when you talk to clients. When you talk to the clients as their mentor, as their coach, and you look at their financial life from the outside, what are some of the things which you observe? Because see what happens, most of the people are everyone is biased towards their financial life, everything. So they are not able to see many things, but we as financial planners are able to see many things which they will not be able to. So I just thought you can you share a few things about what
Sure.
are things you observe?
Sure. I would say there could be 3 or 4 different things that people are really very biased about.
Yeah.
The most common mistakes that I would say that investors are focused is about not giving importance to insurance.
Okay.
Whether it is term insurance or health insurance, they are not really very keen to buy their own health insurance or term insurance. Maybe they're into the junk policies and maybe some of the policies, traditional policies they have, and they feel like that we are sufficiently covered. But actually that is not the case.
So you are saying that I have a policy and that is enough. That is their attitude.
Yes.
So just buying a policy and having some policy document, so I am done with my
Yes.
insurance. That
Yes.
is the attitude.
Yes.
So what kind of things they say to you? Like, tell me some of the lines they say and all.
So
You can use Hindi, English. That's
yes, sure. So when I see their details, like they have some policies, so the lines will be like, I have so many LIC policies or like this. So I have 3 LIC policies and I think I don't need any insurance. So do you really think so? They ask me the same question. Do you really think so, Kalpit, that we need any health term insurance? So that is where the area is, like, even they don't focus on the sum assured also.
Okay.
What is the sum assured, whether it is sufficient
Many
or not.
people don't know also.
Yes.
How much
yes.
it is.
Yes, how much the sum assured. They also don't know that.
Yeah.
What is the amount they'll be getting. So after the death, what will be the benefit?
Yes.
They don't know that also.
In my view, what I think is they are not even thinking about death.
Yes.
That's the reason
Exactly.
they don't understand why it is there. Fine.
Exactly.
But anyways, let's continue.
Another thing is, like, not only about the safety purpose, but also what they are looking at it is as an investment only. That I am paying this much premium and I'll be getting this much. But they are not looking from the safety purpose or the security purpose if they are not. So
But that would be concern, right?
Yes.
People are not saying that after us what will happen. That conversation is there or not in the.
I'll have to bring it in, right? I'll have to explain them that this is what the major mistake is that you make.
But no one comes and say, Kalpit, agar main kal ko nahi hoonga, to how will my family survive and how much?
Yes.
That does not come from them. They're
yes.
not even looking at that.
They don't even know about that, no? कि insurance को कैसे देखना है? They don't know about it.
Okay. Because the policies are sold to them like that.
That only, exactly. So mis-selling की वजह से they are misconfusing it, investment or insurance.
Fine. And this is true for even health insurance.
Yes. Health insurance, company provided policies जो company cover मिलता है. So because of that, they are saying that
Yeah, this is like स्विगी है ना, तो किचन का क्या
जरूरत नहीं है.
तो खाना तो मिल रहा है ना, भूख लगता है खाना मिलता है.
Correct, exactly. But they won't say that कि what if कि स्विगी बंद हो गया तो क्या करेंगे?
हाँ, they are not
Immediately हम
looking.
किचन नहीं बना पाएंगे.
हाँ, या फिर मेरा ऐप नहीं चला और 3 दिन स्विगी नहीं है तो हम खाना कहाँ
क्या
से
करेंगे?
खाएंगे?
Correct.
So they are not looking from
that point.
Yeah.
So if we are comparing with the health insurance, तो कंपनी प्रोवाइडेड पॉलिसी है, ठीक है, या फिर आपका खुद का लिक्विडिटी है, ठीक है, बट हाउ लॉन्ग इट विल सर्वाइव, या फिर कंपनी का कुछ पॉलिसी चेंज हो गया तो क्या?
And health insurance anyways is for
Is-
long term.
Exactly.
रिटायरमेंट के बाद तब की बात है.
Exactly.
बीच में कुछ हुआ
कुछ
तो
हुआ
बाद
तो
में
क्या?
तो मिलेगा भी नहीं पॉलिसी.
So that is a common mistake that happens.
Yeah. So anyways, what's the second one?
So second thing I would say कि focusing on the return investment, like whenever they come up with this project कि I want to do this financial planning या मुझे finance ठीक करना है, but then at that time their attitude is like कि मुझे investment बता दो, मुझे funds बता दो या scheme बता दो, मैं कहाँ invest करूँ, and then they are okay with it. But then slowly and gradually their focus shifts to the returns only, you know, सिर्फ रिटर्न, अच्छा ये इतना रिटर्न दे रहा है तो अच्छा है, नो मैटर कि डाइवर्सिफिकेशन या फिर इन्वेस्टमेंट किस तरह का है, रिस्क कितना एसोसिएटेड है, उतना ज़्यादा दे आर नॉट फोकसिंग ऑन द फोकस, मेजर फोकस इज ऑन रिटर्न्स ओनली।
तो घूम फिर के रिटर्न कितना है, रिटर्न मेरा फाइनेंशियल प्लानिंग कर दो, मतलब मुझे ऐसा प्रोडक्ट दे दो जिसमें बहुत रिटर्न
आ जाए,
बहुत अच्छा हो,
यस 20% रिटर्न आ जाए, 24% आ जाए, ओके आई एम हैप्पी विद इट।
बट डू पीपल हैव दैट एक्सपेक्टेशन, मतलब दे आर लाइक दैट कि यार इसमें से बहुत हाई रिटर्न हमेशा मिलता रहे, दैट इज द एक्सपेक्टेशन, दे डोंट अंडरस्टैंड कि इट इज नॉट पॉसिबल, व्हेन बैंक एफडीज आर गिविंग 7%, दे आर सेफ रिटर्न्स, ठीक है वोलाटाइल होगा, थोड़ा रिस्क ज़्यादा होगा तो 7% में मिलेगा, 9, 10, 11, 12, 15, बट अगर किसी एक साल में 25-30% रिटर्न मिल गया लेट्स से किसी एक फंड में, तो उनका एक्सपेक्टेशन यही है, वही उनका बेंचमार्क
सेट हो जाता है कभी, बट देन आई थिंक वो इतना हार्ड नहीं है, बट वंस आई कैन एक्सप्लेन देम कि ये क्या है कि कभी बाय फ्लूक या फिर बाय इट कुड बी पॉसिबल कि वो शॉर्ट टर्म में आपको इतना रिटर्न दे सकता है, 25% वो हो सकता है बिकॉज ऑफ द मार्केट रिटर्न, बट दैट इज इजी, क्लाइंट्स आर एबल टू अंडरस्टैंड।
सो व्हाट डू यू सी, मतलब आई गॉट इट, यू सी पीपल यार एकदम रिटर्न के पीछे वो एक तरह से भाग रहे हैं, सो व्हाट डू यू फील अबाउट इट, आई वांट टू नो दैट एज अ मेंटर, एज अ प्लानर, what things come to your mind, what do you want to say them, but maybe sometimes you are not able directly क्या बोले अभी,
true,
but you can tell that now.
Yes, so what happens is that कि रिटर्न पे फोकस करने के चक्कर में they are forgetting that कि मेरा इन्वेस्टमेंट कहाँ पे इन्वेस्टेड है, like I wanted to tell them कि just give some time to it, right? उसमें see this again the equity journey, or not only equity but कोई भी इन्वेस्टमेंट हो, it requires some time, तो वो पेशेंस नहीं है, सो वो पेशेंस वाली जो चीज़ है, आई कैन नॉट टेल देम ऑन अ कॉल कि मैं उनको बता नहीं सकता कि हैव पेशेंस ऐसा, बट सो दे फील लाइक दे मे गेट ऑफेंडेड, बट द थिंग इज दिस थिंग इटसेल्फ इट रिक्वायर्स अ लॉट ऑफ पेशेंस, सो रिटर्न पॉसिबल है कि 2 साल 3 साल में नहीं भी दे, 5 साल में देगा,
yes yes, if you are in equity you have to accept that and it is very very normal, it's very very normal,
a little unfair thing to the equity, no, कि उसको 2 साल 3 साल में जज करो तो it is little unfair कि जब इन्वेस्टमेंट स्टार्ट किया
इसको मैं ऐसे देखता हूँ कि पेड़ लगाया आम का और पानी दिया और भाई आम दे क्यों नहीं दे रहा, देना ही चाहिए तुझे, करेक्ट, और अगर किसी एक साल लेट से 10 आम हो गए और अगले साल 3 ही आम हुए तो फिर उसको कि भाई लास्ट ईयर 10 ईयर देते अभी क्यों नहीं,
करेक्ट, एग्जैक्टली,
ठीक है ना भाई, मिलेंगे आम मिलेंगे कभी ज्यादा और वो मिलेंगे, बट ताजे आम मिलेंगे, अच्छे आम मिलेंगे, मार्केट वाले आम नहीं,
कुछ भी हो सकता है इसमें,
कुछ भी हो सकता है, ओके, एंड या सो आई थिंक दैट यू नो बहुत मतलब इट क्रिएट्स अ लॉट ऑफ स्ट्रेस in their world, right?
Yes.
They're so over focused. I'm not saying you don't look at returns तो मिलना चाहिए एक लेवल के ऊपर, but one has to be realistic about it. One has to look at it in such a way कि यार you're peaceful. Otherwise वो रिटर्न के चक्कर में ना बहुत सारे गलत मिस्टेक्स हो जाते हैं बहुत.
Yes.
अब एक अच्छा फंड होता है, अच्छा पोर्टफोलियो होता है, just because वो थोड़ा आपके एक्सपेक्टेशन के हिसाब से मूव नहीं हुआ है, that's all. This is very normal and what you do is नहीं यार ये हटाओ, कुछ नहीं पड़ा है, सब बेकार है, और you shift it to some other product and next year it may jump up by let's say 60% and it has happened, and wherever you have shifted it will move by 6-7%, so eventually you will lose.
Correct, that's right. ये है होता है, but sometimes it is difficult to explain them that this is because again the same thing, short term से ना clients gets attached with it, short term results से attach हो जाते हैं कि market का sentiment जो है अच्छा नहीं सब निकाल है तो मुझे भी निकालना है,
उनका attitude ऐसे होता है आज ही करोड़पति होना है, आज ही करके दो मुझे करोड़ में, है ना? Okay, I get it. So what is the message, like one line में?
So the message I would say is like have patience, return will show, like return दिखेगा for sure. थोड़ा patience और थोड़ा time दो, fruit will reap for sure.
एंड वन मोर थिंग इसमें ऐड कर देता हूँ कि कई बार क्या होता है, दे सी फाइनेंशियल प्लानर और द पर्सन हु इज हैंडलिंग द पोर्टफोलियो एज अ मैजिशियन, भाई तू क्यों नहीं कर पाया, लाइक
यस
कैसे तो नहीं दे सकता है, मतलब देना ही चाहिए था ना.
Yes, the other day only I faced one question from one of my client is that what is the strategy that Jagoinvestor is following for selecting the funds? On what basis you are selecting the funds? I am managing my portfolio on my own and I have managed to generate 20%, but from last 3 years I am investing through Jago and I am not getting any return.
Yeah.
So why there is a gap? So I'll have to explain him that he was doing into equity directly, equity stocks.
He was buying
Yes,
stocks.
And stocks is solely.
So did you not ask कि भाई रिटर्न आया आपका अच्छा, वो लक से आया कि स्किल से आया?
Exactly the same. I had that discussion also कि possibly ये आपने कितने कंजर्वेटिवली कितने साल तक आपने कंसेक्यूटिवली कितने साल तक आपने रिटर्न दिया है ऐसा जनरेट किया है. So he said, I think this was my first time that I have generated 20%. I said, okay, wait for another years and then you can compare it.
Fine. What is the last, like the next one?
Yeah. So the third one is investments is okay, but for what purpose you have made that investment? That is very very important. You know, investing your investments or whatever the investments are, उसको गोल के साथ हमने लिंक तो कर दिया इनिशियली.
So अभी हम क्या करते हैं? गोल सेलेक्ट करते हैं. अब रिटायरमेंट के लिए इतना SIP, इतना लमसम, किड्स एजुकेशन के लिए. So
yes.
yeah.
So हर एक गोल के लिए हमने कुछ इन्वेस्टमेंट्स लिंक किया है और उसके साथ अलाइन है.
Yes.
बट धीरे धीरे ना वो गोल्स भूल जाते हैं या फिर दे आर नॉट अलाइन टू दैट गोल. लाइक आई हैव टू आस्क देम कि अच्छा आपका ये गोल था, इसमें कोई चेंजेस है क्या? यू हैड दैट रिटायरमेंट गोल, इसमें कुछ किया था आपने क्या? हैव यू चेक्ड इट कि मैं इसमें कितना इंप्रूव हुआ हूँ? सो आई थिंक जब मैं बताता हूँ तब बोलते हैं कि अच्छा हाँ मैंने ऐसा कुछ सेट तो किया था, आई डोंट रिमेम्बर. सो दे टेंड टू फॉरगेट देयर गोल्स आल्सो. या फिर अगर कुछ ऐसा शॉर्ट टर्म में कुछ रिक्वायरमेंट आ गया, चलो मुझे घर लेना है, कभी मुझे घर लेना है, मुझे पैसों की जरूरत है, मैनेज इट.
सो उन्होंने प्लान किया होगा ना, जब 1-2 साल पहले प्लान कर रहे हैं तो उन्होंने गोल डाला होगा ना.
हाँ, बट उस वक्त कुछ सिनेरियो चेंज हुआ है. लेट्स से हाउस डाउन पेमेंट मुझे थोड़ा ज्यादा चाहिए या कुछ इमरजेंसी की वजह से हमने सारी प्रिपरेशन करके रखी है. बट कुछ ऐसा होता है जब अननेसेसरी विड्रॉल हो जाता है एंड बिकॉज ऑफ दैट वो गोल्स.
आई थिंक कंसिस्टेंसी नहीं रहती है. पीपल स्टिल एक शॉर्ट टर्म में तो वो होते ही है.
हाँ,
कंसिस्टेंटली इवन दो एक कॉस्मेटिक लॉन्ग टर्म का प्लानिंग हुआ है बट स्टिक करना मुश्किल हो जाता है.
Exactly.
That is what you see.
Exactly. नहीं, the thing is I would see to it from other way. क्योंकि वो गोल भूल जाते हैं इसलिए विड्रॉल्स होते हैं. You know, so they forgot कि रिटायरमेंट प्लानिंग के लिए अच्छा मुझे इतना चाहिए था तो I have to stick to it. They forgot that thing and that is why that withdrawals are happening. You know, अगर उन्होंने वो याद रखा होता कि नहीं मुझे ये I have to follow that, then I think विड्रॉल नहीं होते या फिर उनको पता होता उसका इम्पोर्टेंस क्या है.
टेम्पटेशन को फाइट करना मुश्किल
है.
मुश्किल रहता है.
That's right.
So what happens, like let's say a person is saving for retirement and he or she is going to reach, you know कि ओके आपका हो जाएगा बट अभी कुछ आ गया शॉर्ट टर्म और वो आप ब्रेक कर रहे हो. So what do you feel as, मतलब वो तो करेंगे, he will do it, but then what do you feel as a planner कि यार
I would honestly I would say that एक साइड से मुझे भी थोड़ा नहीं एक तरफ से आई ऑल्सो फील सैड. व्हाई? बिकॉज क्योंकि मैंने जो 3 साल या 2 साल में जो भी वी हैव शोन दैट कमिटमेंट टुवर्ड्स दैट पर्टिकुलर गोल या फिर क्योंकि क्लाइंट इन दी एंड वो गोल कंप्लीट नहीं कर पाएगा. रिसेंटली आई सॉ दैट कि क्लाइंट केम अप विद अ क्वेश्चन कि अच्छा मैंने ना पिछले 3 साल से इतना इन्वेस्टमेंट और थोड़ा बहुत विड्रॉल किया है, सो कैन यू जस्ट टेल मी कि मेरा नेट इन्वेस्टमेंट कितना हुआ है? आई वांट टू रिकंसाइल इट कि मैंने ठीक से इन्वेस्ट किया है या नहीं किया. सो एट दैट टाइम हमेशा वहाँ पे शॉर्टफॉल होता है. हमेशा ऐसा नहीं होता कि अच्छा मैंने
गिव सम एग्जांपल.
हाँ, आई विल टेल यू. सी फॉर एन एग्जांपल, व्हेन वी स्टार्टेड एन इन्वेस्टमेंट, व्हेन वी स्टार्टेड प्लानिंग, तो उस वक्त हमारा डिफाइन हुआ था कि 70,000 मंथली हमें इन्वेस्ट करना है फॉर श्योर. राइट. सो इन पिछले 3 साल से उनका कभी 70 हुआ, कभी 50 हुआ, कभी कुछ विड्रॉल हुआ, वो सब हुआ. एट द एंड ऑफ द थर्ड ईयर वी आर चेकिंग कि 70 के हिसाब से टोटल इन्वेस्टमेंट कितना होना चाहिए.
ओके मतलब 3 साल में 70 के हिसाब से 21 होना चाहिए था. प्लस माइनस होते रहा तो लेट्स चेक कि एग्जैक्ट कितना
हो रहा है.
हमेशा शॉर्टफॉल,
तो हमेशा शॉर्टफॉल रहती है उसमें. ऐसा नहीं होता कि हाँ मेरे पास, हाँ
ऐसा होता ही नहीं. यू हैव नॉट सीन केसेस.
नो आई हैव नॉट सीन,
नॉट इवन वन.
नो, बिकॉज उसमें शॉर्टफॉल रहता है कि मैंने थोड़ा विड्रॉल कर दिया, फिर मैं बोनस आएगा तो रख दूंगा, पर वो बोनस आता है रखना भूल जाता है, कहीं और यूज हो जाता है. सो
जो पैसा सेविंग अकाउंट में पड़ा रहेगा ना वो तो खर्चा ही होने वाला है. उससे हटाओ आंखों के सामने से उसको हटाओ.
सो इसका मेन आई थिंक अगेन द रूट्स आर वही है कि वो गोल्स को भूल जाते हैं, गोल्स का इंपॉर्टेंस भूल जाते हैं. कि अगर वो कंपाउंडिंग का भी एक इफेक्ट होता है ना, वो उनको इफ दे कैन फिगर इट आउट तो देन आई थिंक इट विल बी इजी फॉर देम कि मैं वो गोल्स को स्टिक करेंगे उसके साथ. आई थिंक दिस इज व्हाट आई रियली फील.
और कोई या ये 3 मेन है?
आई थिंक दीज आर द 3. अगर ये 3 हो जाएंगे तो बाकी के ऑटोमेटिकली सेट होते जाएंगे.
Okay, thanks a lot, Kalpit, for sharing these points. Even I am able to recall like 2-3 points. I keep interacting with you and other teammates of ours. So one of the issues which I face, which I think is there, is the star ratings. That is a big culprit, right? So what happens is most of the people when we give them any fund, they keep on checking iska star rating kya hai. So they go on various sites, Morningstar, Value Research on this and all. And they say कि okay ये fund का star rating it is 3 stars. So why have you given? Why are you not giving me a 5-star rated fund? So then they give the names also that this is the fund 5-star hai. So why are you not giving 5-star? So, you know, but they fail to understand that, you know, what are these ratings? They don't know how it works, how the website assigns a star. So it's all back tested, backdated data. And if the fund has done well for last 2 years, it gets some rating, good rating, right? So but last 2 years में किसी ने कैसा perform किया है, that may be because of luck also,
correct,
because of high risk taking also, right? मतलब मैंने बहुत ज़्यादा invest कर दिया equity में and the market has performed, but not because of my skill, because of some luck. So you know, it's not a very great way to choose fund. Yeah, maybe filtering के लिए and all we can do that. That's a very average way, but we don't select our funds in that manner. We use very sophisticated paid softwares. We pay for it. And we have lot of checkpoints. We have lot of like so many filters, right? And in the pool of so many hundreds or thousands of mutual funds, we finally make a very crisp list of, you know, very strong funds, and this is how we choose it.
That's right.
So it may happen that, you know, outside in the world the rating is very different, right?
True.
And there has been many cases that the fund was not that great in the star rating, but it has done very well.
Yes,
right?
even the return, like on these sites, the return is given on, like, you know, the return base are given as point to point return, like 3 years return, 5 years return.
Correct.
Rather, you know, that's not, I would say that's not the correct way of looking at it.
Correct.
Because that is again also dependent on the historical data.
Yes.
You know, the correct way of looking at it is the rolling return.
Yeah.
You know, rolling return is something wherein, you know, you can take a particular period and you can check that what in that particular period what is that fund has given.
Yeah, the consistency is
exactly.
there, right? So I can always pick a student and say कि भाई ये एक टेस्ट हुआ था, उसमें उसको इतना
correct,
इतना marks मिले. But what I'm interested is that overall every test how you have done, right? In some tests you will not have great score, but that's okay. Overall I need a very strong fund. So that is one issue, and I always feel, you know, there is a need of education. Clients need to understand how it works. It's not the best thing to do. And one more thing, the last one is the fin score part. So like we do this fin score exercise with all the clients. So in the first year, like all the people do the fin score and they are very excited to know about the details of their, you know, financial life, that how it is, and let's analyze and all. But next year, you know, like we are seeing that many people are doing it, like around 80-85% people do it on time, right? But there is a section of people, there are around 15-20% clients who are not doing it on time, right? We follow up with them and we ask them to do the fin score exercise. Let's do it again after 1 year, but they don't seem to be interested, right? So I would say, you know, everyone should do it, because there is a drastic difference between, you know, people who are doing the fin score next year and third year and fourth year, because it gives you a feedback, right? It's a feedback mechanism, and the actions you can take after that, it is very different from those who are not doing the exercise, because you don't know what is happening, right? It's like health checkup. If you do the health checkup for the first year, there are some issues, you take the actions, but after that you can't say, okay, I will never do it. Okay, so you have to keep on doing it every year. Even in case of, let's say, when you buy a car, you do the servicing for 2-3 times, but after that you become lazy, right? So even in FinScore, I would say, you know, there are 20 or 30% clients who are lazy and they try to avoid it. So I would say everyone should be doing the FinScore exercise. It's a wonderful mechanism to know where you are headed towards. Are you in the right direction or not? So that is one thing which everyone
that keeps you aligned with the whatever the goals or whatever the things you have set earlier.
And it's a wonderful exercise to do anyways. Every year you should be connected to your financial life. You should know your numbers.
Yes, and with the same thing, with the same FinScore, you know, FinScore is such a way like I would say that you should look at it as a measurement of your financial life. कि last year में अच्छा हम यहाँ पे थे, last 1 year में हमने कितना improve किया.
Correct.
हमने कुछ इम्प्रूव किया भी है या नहीं.
Yes.
That is also important.
That's why I'm saying कि feedback mechanism.
हाँ, likewise you said कि health insurance जैसे हम health checkup करवाते हैं हर साल, तो एक बार मैंने एक्शन ले लिया तो जरूरी नहीं है कि मैं नेक्स्ट साल में कुछ होगा नहीं मुझे नेक्स्ट ईयर. सो वो इट इज रिकरिंग प्रोसेस है कि हर साल आपको एक बार चेक करो.
Yes.
Very recommended.
Correct. So I would like to say, all the clients, there are quite things I would say that first thing is that you have to do FinScore. Please do FinScore. It's a wonderful thing. Second thing is do your reviews on time. When your RM is reaching out to you and asking you to do the review, please do it on time because you need to know how things are going, how your portfolio is doing, and it's a wonderful exercise to connect, to communicate, and even we would like to understand from your side, if you have anything in mind, if you have any question. Yes. Right? So that is the second thing. And I would say third thing, if you are concerned about anything, if you have any worries, markets are going down, how your portfolio is doing, please communicate to us. Okay? Please come back to us, communicate, and let's talk about it. Let's take an informed decision and then take any action. Just don't take any random decision because that can go against your portfolio and we don't want that. Okay, so I would say thanks a lot, Kalpit. I really appreciate the work you are doing and your commitment towards your clients and investors, and even for other team members. I'm doing this with you, but I would like to thank everyone in our team.
Thanks.
Right.
Thanks.
So that is all.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot. Bye.